Hi everyone, my name is Palak Khatri and today I'm presenting chapter number 2 Process Identification from the book Fundamentals of Business Process Management. Let's understand what process identification is. And to help you understand, I would like to ask you a question here. What do you think is the most important thing a company should focus on to stay competitive? Some of you might have thought about innovation, customer service, pricing, quality, or employee satisfaction. But these are not the correct answer because if a company wants to innovate, it needs a strong product development process. And if a company wants to deliver great customer service, it needs an efficient customer support process. And if a company wants to offer competitive pricing, it needs a well managed supply chain process. So, coming back to the answer of our question, the most important thing a company should focus on to stay competitive is identifying and improving its key business processes. Now, you will be thinking, what process identification even mean? So, process identification means figuring out which processes are critical to success and which ones need improvement. So, what exactly processes are? So, to help you understand this, I have taken an example of a car. So, this car is a company, and all the parts of this car, like engine, wheels, and gears, these are the processes of this company car. Now, let's understand why process identification even matters. So, to help you understand this, I would like to share a story of two companies. One is Blockbuster and another one is Netflix. Blockbuster was once the king of all video rentals. They had thousands of stores where people rented DVDs and VHS tapes. But then the Netflix came along and changed the entire game because Netflix focused on the right business processes. They focused on streaming, invested in customer experience, and became a global leader. On the other hand, Blockbuster focused on physical stores, ignored streaming, and went bankrupt in 2010. So, process identification matters because companies can't improve everything at once. They need to focus on the most important processes. Let's understand what is balanced scorecard. So this is like a report card for a company, but instead of focusing on only financial results of that company, it focused on four key categories. So four key categories are financial perspective, customer perspective, internal perspective, and learning and growth perspective. Let's understand each of these in detail. First, we have financial perspective. How the company is doing financially. For example, are they making a profit? Are costs under control? Now, in balance scorecard, number second, we have customer perspective. How happy they are with the company's products or services. Are customers satisfied? Do they keep coming back? Number third, we have internal processes perspective. So, this is about the company's internal operations, what they need to do well to deliver value to customers and shareholders. Are the processes efficient? Are products delivered on time? Number fourth, we have learning and growth perspective. This is about the company's ability to grow and improve over time. Are employees skilled and motivated? Is the company innovating? Now let's understand what is process architecture. So process architecture help us understand the different types of processes in an organization and how they work together to deliver value to customers. Just like the blueprint of our house help us understand how the rooms in our house are connected to each other, this process architecture helps company to do the same. There are three different types of process architecture. Number one is management processes, number second is core processes, and the last one we have support processes. Let's understand each of these in detail. So number one, we have core processes. These are the main activities that deliver value to customers. They are the reason the organization exists. For example, in a university, a core process include teaching, research, and student services. Number second, we have support processes. These are the processes that enable the core processes to function. They don't directly deliver value to customers, but are very essential for the organizations to operate. For example, in a company, support processes include HR, IT, and finance. Number third, we have management processes. These are the processes that guide the organization. They set the direction, make decisions, and ensure everything aligns with the organization's goal. For example, in a company, management processes include strategic planning, budgeting, and risk management. Now let's understand what is process relationships. So process relationships are the ways processes are connected and interact with each other. So these are three types of process relationships: sequence, decomposition, and specialization. Let's understand process relationship with an example of pizza. So for sequence, this is the order in which processes happen. One process lead to the next one. So while preparing pizza, first we will make a dough, then we are going to add toppings, and after that we are going to bake that pizza. So this is an example of sequence process relationship. Number second, we have decomposition, and this is when a process is broken down into smaller and more detailed sub processes. For example, when we bake something, firstly we will preheat our oven, then we will bake, and after that we let our food sit. Number third, we have specializations. This is when a general process has different variants for specific cases, like we have vegetarian pizza, pepperoni pizza, and margherita pizza. Now let's understand process selection. So this is about deciding which processes to focus on for improvement of a company. Not all processes are equally important, so companies need to prioritize on which process they need to work on. There are three main criteria for selecting processes: strategic importance, health, and feasibility. Strategic importance is about how critical the process is to the company's goal. Does it directly contribute to the company's success? Second comes health. This is about whether the process is working well or if it's broken. Is it efficient, effective, and meeting customers' need? Number third, we have feasibility. This is about whether we can realistically improve the process. Are the necessary resources, time, and expertise available? So, to help this understand, I have taken an example of Amazon. So, in Amazon, there are multiple processes they need to focus on, such as order fulfillment, supply chain management, and many more. And in case if the customer is not satisfying with the order fulfillment, then Amazon should work on the order fulfillment process, because this process leads directly to the company's success. And instead of focusing on cleaning and learning and growth processes, the first priority for Amazon should be order fulfillment process because it leads to the company's success. Now we have process performance measures. Process performance measures help us understand whether a process is meeting its goals and where improvements are needed. There are four different types of performance measures: time, cost, quality, and flexibility. Number one, we have time. This is about how long it takes to complete a process. Faster processes are usually better, but they must also maintain quality. Number second, we have cost. This is about how much it costs to run a process. Lower costs are better, but not at the expense of quality or customer satisfaction. Number third process measure we have quality. This is about how well the process meets customer expectations. High quality processes produce fewer errors and defects. Number last, we have flexibility measure. This is about how well the process can adapt to changes. Flexible processes can handle variations in demand or unexpected changes. The last topic in process identification is process portfolio. The process portfolio is like a to do list for companies. It helps them decide which processes to focus on based on how important they are and how well they are working. So, on the x axis, we have the health of the organization, and on the y axis, we have the strategic importance of the company. So, on the top left quadrant, we have the most important processes that a company should focus on because this leads to the company's success. Because the health is poor and it is of high importance, and that's why a company should focus on these processes. So, the key takeaways of this chapter is process identification is about finding the most important processes to improve. Use tools like the balanced scorecard and process architecture to map out processes. Prioritize processes based on strategic importance, health, and feasibility. Measure performance using time, cost, quality, and flexibility. Remember, improving processes isn't just about efficiency, it's about creating value for customers and staying competitive in the long run. Thank you.